Thank you very much indeed, them to do's. In fact, that's we're going to kick off this interview with my guest, Fran Hilton Smith from the South African Football Association. Fran, welcome to the program. I know you're here for another topic, but let's start right there. Women in Sports breakfast this morning. I think these are conversations we don't have as much, but it was good seeing the minister bring all women in the fraternity of sports and have their say. And quite interesting things that were talked about, in particular with the footballers, some people that you've worked with over the years.
Yes, I think the breakfast was amazing. I think bringing women together is a priority. And we had a number of women footballers there, including our under-17 coach, Simpiwe Dludlu, Amanda Dlamini, and voicing their concerns and their interests. And I think that's what the workshop I've had this week was about.
Speak to us. I mean, some of the concerns that that came up, you know, besides the one we know generally, same pay, if I can put it that, the gap between pay that women get and as compared to the male counterparts, the playing fields are not leveled, sponsors are not too keen coming to female football in this instance, yet it's probably the best brand of football that most of us enjoy watching, Banyana Banyana. Where are we in as far as bridging that gap? I mean, you've been in administrating for a long time now.
Well, I think the new Women's Committee that was formed, we had the first meeting this week, and they were part of our administrators' workshop, are looking at getting marketing in, marketing department, getting more people out there looking for marketing, because I've never understood why companies that make women's products, hairsprays, hairdo things, makeup, clothing, whatever, shoes, don't come and sponsor women's sport in general, not just football, because 52% of the population are women and use all these products. Yet there's, to my knowledge, not one big women's company that's sponsoring anything in sport.
And as our deputy editor, Janet Whitten, said there as well, we've got a pivotal role to play as the media, because if we don't give you guys a platform, then those media people or the sponsors, for lack of a better word, will not come in and have that buy-in.
Absolutely. It's a chicken and egg thing where any sponsor that comes in wants coverage, media publicity. And I think we have some great products in Banyana, who've qualified for the AFCON, Botswana, the under-17s going to the World Cup in Uruguay, under-20 going to Region 5. So there definitely is progress in the women's football national teams, and they really deserve far more recognition and sponsors. As you know, Banyana only has Sasol, and we need more. We need a lot of companies to come and pump into women's football, because it's really shown that it is a sport that the girls want to play.
And you took part in something similar to that, bringing all the women in football together, of course, that being the Women's Administrators Course for 2018. It ended today. Take us through that. I know it was a hive of activity, and I know a colleague of ours was there as well, and I know she got a license for coaching, but take us through the course, as it were.
Well, we had in 2016-17 two FIFA administration courses for women, all the women who work in our regions, our regional executive officers. So they requested to come back and do a workshop with SAFA GMs, so they could learn about what goes on at SAFA, finance, administration, competitions. And then we also brought our provincial technical officers in, the 9 women, and our FIFA referees. And we spent a week networking, building up our women. And many of them, since the last workshops, are now presidents, like Emma Hendricks in the Northern Cape, vice presidents, deputy presidents. So it was really great to have the future of women's football and the present in the room, and just empowering women and making sure that going forward women can have a much bigger role in running football in general, because they're the ones generally that are in the regions working.
Yeah. And we've seen it, of course, at the Premier Soccer League and, of course, at the South African Football Association, the home office of football based in the country. There are women, such as yourself, in key positions. And it's a matter of I think, I mean, like we have the SABC, where there's women, things and progress is made. So where have we been and how far have we come since the first one in 2016 that you had?
We've come far. I think SAFA putting in place that in each province, region, LFA, there has to be a woman, president, vice president. That's enforced women being empowered. But we want to make sure that these women are the most competent they can be, that they're able to carry out their roles and make a difference and change the face of South African football. Yeah. And make sure that we become a world-class body. And the women we had, the 100 women we had there this week, certainly are going to make a difference. That I believe they're forceful, they're prepared to stand up and be counted. So the men in the regions need to watch out.
And we've seen the landscape, somewhat has changed somewhat in as far as even with us in broadcasting, most of our on-field reporters are females, in particular with football. And the question, begs the question, when are we going to see a female PSL or NFD coach? Is it far-fetched to even dream that big?
No, it's not at all. I think we already have a woman who's been coaching in the men's leagues, Tracy Pepper. We have even more under-20 coaches at university level. There's no reason why the women can't coach in a PSL. We have 26 CAF A licensed coaches. They did the same qualification as the men. So I think it's just a matter of time, and we will see a woman in the PSL. They're growing every day.
And the question then comes in, do they get, the women you speak of now, do they get the same amount of respect that, their male counterparts get, footballers with footballers, so to speak, they actually don't care who's blowing the whistle?
No, they get the same respect, I believe, because even when I started coaching, I coached with the men, Shakes and Trot, and all the guys, and because I could play football, I was competent, I got respect, and you've got to earn respect. But we have the women, I believe, who can earn that respect easily. They have the competency, the qualification, and the experience.
Let's wrap up the couple of days that you had. Day 3 it was, ended today. What should we expect as South Africans are sitting here? We say it wasn't a talk shop. The tangibles, what should we expect from our female footballers, or administrators as it were?
Well, I think visibility and showing that they can really do the job well in the regions, and in politics, in the NEC, whatever, in coaching, refereeing. I think most of them have shown that they have the ability, and after this week, I'm sure they now really feel that they can do more and will do more to improve football in South Africa.
We've definitely seen them step up to the plate. Desiree Ellis, one of them, and we've enjoyed having. In fact, she sits right there whenever I have a chat with her. Fran Hilton Smith, thank you very much for joining us right here on the Full View on SABC News Channel. SAFA Assistant Technical Director, speaking about it was a 3-day conference that they had, Women's Administrators Course for 2018. As you heard my guest say, over 100 women packed the fields, talked about all things football, and of course it was sanctioned by FIFA, the world governing body, and I think they had a lot of fun. And as I said, one of our colleagues, Lebo Mutswedi, she received her D license coaching certificate, so congratulations to them indeed. Now South Africa has become a